My favorite memory.
My favorite memory of Mac.
Favorite memories of Mac.
My favorite memory of Mac is
My favorite memory with Mac.
My favorite memory of Mac would have to be during the Annapolis trip. We were, there was a fountain, and I was sitting at the fountain, and I was just looking at the water, and she goes to push me, and I lock her arm, and I go to punch her in the face, and I stop myself within 6 inches of her face, and we laugh about that to this day.
and we had a marching band practice. We were in the gym and she decided to climb up the bleachers and sit there and watch us. And then after she gets a text from, I think it was Mr. D'Amico, and the text said that there were 3 kids sitting at the top of the bleachers. And then Mac told him that it was her and the 2 other instructors. It was really funny.
I remember in 5th grade when Mac was first teaching me to play sax. It was nearing the end of school, and she came in just for me so I could finish my red book and get the medal, and it was pretty cool.
And I remember it was a football game, and it was the morning. We were all tired, and I specifically remember Max saying, "How about if I do this one handstand? I bet you everyone would be so piped up." Agreed? And we all agreed, and she did a handstand, and we all cheered. And then I think that was the last time we've ever seen her do a handstand. She called me Donald Trump.
The last game, last football game. We were all lined up in our lines, about ready to go march out for the last competition. She used to like walk by me and she started like talking about how like I changed over the years and how like I'm a good leader and how she's proud of me and everything.
The most my favorite memory with Macri was getting yelled at our sophomore year. That's the only time I can look back and laugh at getting yelled at. We were marching around and we were being disruptive, so she decided to make us run march laps around a football field, which was basically hell.
My fondest memory of Mac is when we were in Cleveland our sophomore year, and we were all hanging out in Domo's room because for some reason he had a bigger room than everybody else, and we were playing cards, and we were just having a lot of fun. And Mac was playing poker with us, and she said, "All right, we're gonna go back in and lock the doors at 11 o'clock." So we all look at our watches and phones, and it was like 11:30. We're like, "Everybody shut up!" And we probably kept playing cards with Mac till like 1 o'clock. Yeah. And then we went to bed. It was a good time. I think Mac won.
I think my favorite memory of Mac is when she was in college and she told us how she used to go cow tipping and then warned us not to do cow tipping because it would really hurt the cows.
It's when she would always stop the band period to tell us stories of the past, anything. So she told us about how her former students would make nooses in the windows and then they would hang some dolls. Or the story about how a little girl had her bunny die and she brought the bunny to school.
There's Mac right here. The thing we have to remember about her is that we always were too loud
too loud for her.
Too loud.
She always yelled at us.
Always yelled at us.
And always yelling at me about my feet, about my footwork.
Mine would probably have to be another college story when one of her friends was getting bullied or something. So they put the bully on the roof. Yeah.
I just loved that the band door was always open. If you ever had a problem or just needed to talk, complain about things, you could always go into the band room and talk about Mac. Or not about Mac, but talk to Mac.
My first day ever in the band room, which was first day of marching band camp, and I remember just sitting there in the band room by myself while everyone else was on the field, and I was just sitting there and trying to play the mouthpiece, not even the whole clarinet. I just had the mouthpiece with me. I was trying to make a good noise, and I was just squeaking the whole time, and I'm like, what am I doing?
Of her terrorizing us with the little plushy balls that she slings at us.
My favorite memory is when you would get us pumped up for a game or a competition, and you would give us high fives and get us in the line, and then you would give us high fives.
All right. One day we came back from the field from practicing for marching band season, and it was a bad practice on the field. And basically because we weren't practicing at home like she wanted us to. So she sat us down in the band room, and we all fit because we were very small back then. And she's yelling and telling us, you gotta go home, you gotta practice, take this seriously. And then she went off on a little tangent and came back around and finished it off with, I know you guys like to be here and play with each other, but you gotta go home and play with yourselves. And about 20 freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior band members lost it, and we were all on the floor. I'll never, ever forget that.
My favorite memory is also from Cleveland, and it took place on the go-kart track, and I just remember it was Mike who on the last lap jammed Mac's go-kart into the wall so hard her wheel got stuck underneath it, and she had to sit there as everyone's go-karts whizzed by, and afterwards the track guy had to go rescue her, and but my fondest part of that is Mac walking back, because she was the only one on the course and we were all off, and like we gave her flowers, we give her cake, and we give her hugs and whatnot. But for me, that was the best time we ever showed Mac our appreciation for what she did for us, because we had been practicing for months and months before that, and I think that was just Mac's feeling of everything she's done throughout the year culminating, and we clapped for her. Even though she was really embarrassed, but I think she knew we all loved her at that point. So that's my fondest memory.
One word to describe Mac. Okay. One word to describe Mac.
Alright, one word. Well, it's kind of hard. You think of many.
One word. You know, I got a lot of words.
One word to describe Mac.
I can think of several. No! Did I just say that?
Mac is awesome.
Incomparable, to say the least.
Wise.
Caring.
Informative.
Very intelligent. Loving, but in like a scary way.
Insane. In a good way. Not bad. Just insane.
Very nice.
Wonderful. One word, professional. A true professional will always put her band members first.
Charisma. She's charisma personified.
I'd say inspiring.
One word, dedicated. Dedicated. That's it.
Dedicated. A very dedicated individual. I don't think I've seen anyone more dedicated, having a dedication to her students and her mission here at the high school with the band. So, dedication, but I'm going to throw another one in there. Friend. That's the other one.
Definitely one thing that Mac has taught me.
Something that Mac has taught me besides music is
Mac has taught me.
She taught me many things.
Mac taught me how to be ambitious and how to love what I do and be proud of what I do, and just be confident overall. And she definitely taught me so many lessons in life. And
expect the worst, but hope for the best.
Besides music, she's taught me basically everything about life, personal interactions, how to deal with people that you like, how to deal with people you don't like.
Always to bear confidence.
Definitely, I got a lot of structure from that.
The importance of simply caring for everyone and giving 110% all the time.
You have to suffer a little bit in life in order to get things done.
Sometimes in life you have to suffer.
It's alright to suffer once in a while?
Suffering.
Suffer.
To suffer.
Suffer.
The ability to give myself drive to do hard work and continue on further in life with my education and better myself.
Was dedication and how to be consistent with certain things, because if you give up, you're never going to progress.
hard work and dedication goes a long way, and if you implement that in your life, you'll go far.
I guess self-discipline and how to be responsible.
That no matter where you go or what you do, you'll always have responsibility which you have to take care of. How to take on real life.
How to believe in myself.
The way you carry yourself is important.
How to be a good person, really, do something for others that you don't expect looking back.
Respect for people. She was just the best. She always taught us, if you lose, don't worry about it, just get them the next time.
I just want to say thank you.
Thank you so much for everything you've ever done.
Thank you, Mac, for everything you've done for me.
Thank you, Mac, for everything you've done for me.
And I just want to say thank you for what you've done for me.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you for everything you have taught me.
Thank you for inspiring me to be a music teacher.
You've helped me become the person I am today, the musician I am today. And I can't thank you enough for all that.
I just want to thank Mac for pushing me and all of us to be our best.
Thanks for everything.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you, Mac, for all the experiences and lessons you taught us out of class and in class.
Thank you for all you've done for me.
Mac, I thank you so much for being there for me since freshman year.
Thank you, ultimately, for pretty much everything.
Mac, thank you so much for giving me the opportunities you did.
Thank you for being one of the greatest role models of my life.
There's not much more you can say than thank you. A lot of us wouldn't have the friends we did if it wasn't for the band program. I wouldn't have had the chance to take the picture of the friends I did on graduation day if I didn't have this band program. So there's not much more we can say.
Congrats on 30 years.
Happy 30 years, Mac.
Happy 30 years.
Happy 30th anniversary.
Happy 30th anniversary. Happy 30th anniversary, Mac. Miss you. You hold a very special place in my heart, somewhere wherever the hell it is.
Mac, happy 30th anniversary, and thank you for everything.
Sure. Happy 30th anniversary, Mac. Thanks for everything.
Mac, happy 30th anniversary. For 30 years, you've changed lives for the better.
And I love you.
I love you, Mac.
I love you, Mac.
I love you, Mac.
Mac, I love you.
I love you.
I love you. Thanks for everything.
We love you, Mac. We always will.
Yep, we'll always be with you.
Mac, you're awesome. There's only one of you. There'll never be another one.
I have found here they are the best kids ever. They are caring, they are appreciative, because they're getting something that maybe they wouldn't have been able to have before. And if I can do that for them and help them to be better people in life, then that is my best mission I could ever do. And I think probably over the years, they've all given more to me than I could have ever given to them.